Hello and welcome everyone to HackCon by Hack Security. I am Priyanshu Ratnakar and today I will talk about my topic IoT and the future of cybersecurity. So here this is me Priyanshu Ratnakar. I am a cybersecurity practitioner. I am also an entrepreneur, founder of a startup called Protocol X. We provide IT security related stuffs. You can find all the details on internet. So now without wasting any more time, let's begin with our today's session. So before we start, let's understand some basics like what's this IoT thing we are going to talk about. In the simplest terms, the IoT stands for the Internet of Things. Is how we describe the digitally connected universe of everyday physical devices. These devices are embedded with internet connectivity, sensors and other hardwares that allow communication and control via the web. IoT makes once dumb devices smarter by giving them the ability to send data over the internet, allowing devices to communicate with people and other IoT enabled things. The connected smart home is a good example of IoT in action, like internet enabled thermostats, doorbells, smoke detectors, security alarms, your Google Alexa, Google Connected Home Hub, where data is shared between physical devices and users can remotely control the things in the hub, like adjusting temperature settings, unlocking doors via mobile app or web app. Now, understanding the need of security. IoT involves adding internet connectivity to a system of interrelated computing devices, mechanical or digital mechanics, objects, and animal or people. Each thing is provided a unique identifier and the ability to automatically transfer over a network, allowing devices to connect to internet, open them up on a number of serious vulnerability if they are not properly protected. IoT security is a technology area concerned with safeguarding connected devices and networks in the Internet of Things. IoT security has become the subject of scrutiny after a number of high-profile incidents where a common IoT device was used to infiltrate and attack the larger network. Implementing security measures is critical to ensure the safety of a network between IoT devices connected to them. So, in a nutshell, we can say that IoT works in the following way. One, devices have a hardware like sensors, for example, that collect data. Second, the data collected by the sensor is then shared via cloud and integrated software. Third, the software then analyzes the transmit the data to user via an app or website. Let's see some IoT devices as example. Smart bulbs. Bulbs have now stepped into a new stage of innovation. With these smart bulbs linked with your mobile phones, you can now actually control the intensity of lights on your fingertips. The combination of bulbs with mobile technology is next thing for your home. Instead of going for different watt of bulbs to suit the mood and environment, simply change the intensity for dim to medium to full using your phone. These bulbs can be programmed to get a dim at night. Also, it can work as an alarm by setting it blinking mode or any intruder detection. The lighting can dynamically change according to the environment, like different lighting when watching a movie, on or off timer. On or off timer can also be set for these bulbs to automatically on or off after a particular time. Smart T-shirt. Ralph Lauren is an American clothing brand which has launched the Polo Tech shirt for athletes and become a pioneer in bringing IoT in clothing industry. This shirt can record the biometric readings of athletes like heart rate, calories burned, activity levels, breathing depth, etc. And can also help with deliver the best performance. It can be connected to Apple Watch or iPhone and can track the record all the activities in your iPhone and can record all your activities in your iPhone. So this Polo Tech t-shirt also with iPhone can become your complete fitness tracker, or we can say fitness trainer. Now smartwatch. And the most talked company of gadgets and devices, Apple has changed the world with this inventable and ultra modern devices. Be it with phones, laptops, or any other electronic device, Apple has itself strongly established. The Apple Watch is the example of how advanced and technology is at Apple. After part of time, Apple Watch enables you to keep a track record of your health and daily activities. Also, the voice activation allows you to get notification in instant, view maps, listen to music, and take care of your calls just by a single watch. Surprised at what a watch can do? Well, it has a lot more feature for your example, like you can explore, make life easier. Apart from Apple Watch, Apple has also released Apple HomeKit framework, which enables Siri voice assistant in Apple's iOS to communicate with devices and accessories at your home, so they can be controlled remotely. Smart cars. The automotive company like Ford, Tesla has already stepped into the world where car would be the part of IoT, like a driverless car or a car connected with your phone. Tesla car is really a big achievement in this field. Imagine that a car automatically opens the garage door before you arrive at home, and you can remotely control the temperature, lights, changing of the car. Tesla car have also these features. It also have an app framework where you can build your own app to control the car and know its speed, location, battery status from anywhere. The car can upgrade itself automatically by downloading and installing the latest firmware and software. It has 18 sensors to automate the things, and it can fix a service schedule at the car service station by itself. Smart homes. Qualcomm once said that the mesh networking is the future of smart homes. For consumer, the smart home is probably where they are likely to connect into contact with Internet of Things, with Internet ability things. And it's one area where the big tech company like Amazon, Google, and Apple are competing hard. The most obvious of these smart speakers like Amazon's Echo, but there are also smart plugs like light bulbs, camera, thermostats, and much mocked smart fridge. But as well as showing off your enthusiasm for shiny new gadgets, there is a more serious side to a smart home application. They may be able to keep older people independent and in their home longer by making it easier for family and no matter how they are getting on. A better understanding of how our homes operate, the ability to tweak those settings could help save energy by cutting heating cost, for example. But here we are going to talk about security, right? So what about Internet of Things security? Security is one of the biggest issue with IoT. These sensors are collecting in many cases extremely sensitive data. What you say do you in your home, for example, keeping data secure is vital to consumers' trust. But so far, that IoT security trend record has been extremely poor. Too many IoT devices give little thought to the basics of security, like encrypting data in transmit and rest. Flaws in software, even old and well used code, are discovered on a regular basis. But many in IoT devices lack the capability to be patched, which means they are permanently at risk. Hackers are now actively targeting IoT devices such as routers and webcams because their inherent lack of security, which makes them easy to compromise and roll up into giant botnets. Flaws have left the smart home devices like refrigerators, open ovens, and dishwashers open to hackers. Researchers have found 10,000 webcams could be hacked with ease, while some internet connected smartwatches for children have been found to contain security vulnerabilities that allows hacker to track their wearers' location, eavesdrops on conversation, and even communicate with the users. Government are growing worried about risk. In the UK, government has published its own guideline around the security of consumers with IoT devices. It expects devices to have unique password that company will provide a public point of contact, so anyone can report a vulnerability, and that manufacturer will explicitly state how the device will get security updates. It's a modest list, but a start. When the cost of making smart objects becoming negligible, this problem will also become more widespread and intractable. All of this applies in a business as well, but the stakes are everywhere. Connecting industrial machinery to IoT devices increase the potential risk of hackers discovering the attacking these networks, industrial espionage, or destructive attack on critical infrastructure. Industrial espionage of destructive attack on critical infrastructure are both potential risks. That means business will need to make sure that these networks are isolated and protected. With data encrypted and security of sensors, gateways and other components are necessity. The current state of IoT technology makes that harder to ensure, however, as does a lack of consistent IoT security planning across organizations. That's very worrying considering documented willing of hackers to tamper with industrial systems that have been connected to internet but left unprotected. The IoT bridged the gap between digital world and the physical world, which means that hacking into devices can have dangerous real world consequences. Hacking into a sensor controlling a temperature in a powerful station could trigger two operators into making catastrophic decisions. Taking control of a driverless car can also be in a disaster. I still remember one case I read in news where police get to know the killer just by tracking the fitness band of the victim. So this all shows that how dangerous and disastrous it can be. Security measures you can take to help secure your devices. First, install reportable internet security software on your computer, tablet, or smartphones. Second, use a strong and unique password for your devices like Wi-Fi networks and connected devices. Don't use common words or password that are easy to guess, such as password or 123456. Third, be aware when it comes to apps. Always make sure that you read the privacy policy of the apps you use to see how they plan on using information and more. Next, do you research before you buy? Devices become smart because they collect a lot of information your personal data. While collecting data, it's necessarily a bad thing. You should know that what type of data these devices collect, how it is stored, and how it is protected. If it is started with third parties and the policies of protection regarding the data breaches. Know what data the devices or app want to access on your phone. If it seems unnecessary for an app, functional, or too risky, deny permission. Use a trusted VPN, which helps to secure the data transmitted from home or public Wi-Fi. Check the device's manufacturer's website regularly for firmware updates. Use cautions when using a social sharing features like social can expose information like your location and let people know when you are not at home. Cyber criminals can use this information like your location and let the people know. Cyber criminals can use this to track your movements that could be lead to potential cyber stalking issue or other real world problem dangerous. Never leave your smartphone unattended if you are using it in a public space in crowded spaces. Should be also consider turning off your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth access if you don't need them. Some smartphone brands allow automatically share with other users in close proximity. Now, what about privacy and the Internet of Things? With all those sensors collecting data on everything you do, the IoT is potentially vast privacy and security headache. Take the smart home. It can be tell when you wake up, when the smart coffee machine is activated, and will you brush your teeth thanks to a smart toothbrush. What radio station you listen to thanks to smart speakers. What type of food you eat thanks to a smart oven or fridge. What your children thinks thanks for their smart toys. And who visits your passes by your house thanks to your smart doorbell. Which companies will make money for selling you the smart in the first place? The IoT business model probably involves selling at least some of the data too. Imagine you opened your fridge, you saw that you need milk or butter. Suddenly, you got a notification on your phone that do you want to purchase butter or milk? So these are the way they can use your data to exploit you or make the money out of it. And it's worth remembering that the IoT data can be combined with other bits of data to create a surprisingly detailed picture of you. It's surprisingly easy to find a lot out of a person from a different sensor ratings. In one project, a researcher found that by analyzing data charting just the home's energy consumption, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide levels, temperature and humidity through the day, they could work of what someone has been for the dinner. So it's something dangerous really. Now the IoT and cyber warfare. The IoT makes computing physical, so if you things go wrong with IoT devices, there can be major real-world consequences. Something that nation planning their cyber warfare strategies are now taking into account. US intelligence community briefing have warned that countries advertisers already have the ability to threaten its critical infrastructure such as the broader ecosystem of connected consumers and industrial devices known as the Internet of Things. US intelligence has also warned that connected thermostats, camera, and cougars can also be used either to spy on citizens of another country or can cause havoc if they were hacked. Adding key elements of national critical infrastructure like dams, bridges, and elements of the electricity grid to the IoT makes it more vital that security is tight as possible. So now let's suppose in India we don't have much smart CCTV camera manufacturers. So all the CCTV or you can say security cameras got imported in India from China. So imagine if someday we have any war between these two countries, they can see our CCTV's footage easily, because we know CCTV that connected to Wi-Fi can be hacked. So there is a potential high risk. The Internet of Things and the data. The IoT devices will likely contain one or more sensors which it will be used to collect data. Just what those sensors are collecting will dependent on the individual devices and its task. Sensors inside industrial machinery might measure temperature or pressure. A security camera might have proximity sensor along with sound or video, while your home weather station will probably packing a humidity sensor. All this sensor data must be more and will have to be sent somewhere. That means IoT devices will need to transfer data with Wi-Fi or a 4G or 5G and more. Tech analyst IDC calculates that within 5 years, IoT gadgets will create 79.5 zettabytes of data. Some of the IoT data will be small or bursty, says IDC. A quick update like a temperature reading from a sensor or a reading from a smart meter. Other devices might create a huge amounts of data traffic like video or surveillance camera using computer vision. IDC said that amount of data created by IoT devices will grow rapidly in the next few years. Most of the data is being generated by video surveillance. It says that, but other industrial medical uses will generate more data over time. It said that drones will also be a big driver of data creation using cameras. Looking further out, self-driving cars will also generate some data like rich sensor data, include audio and video, as well as the more specialized automotive sensors. Internet of Things and Big Data Analytics. The Internet of Things generates vast amount of data from sensor attached to machine parts or environment sensor, or the words we snout at a smart speaker. That means the IoT is a significant driver of big data analytics projects because it allows companies to create vast level sets and analyze them, giving a manufacturer vast amount of data. How it components behave in real world situation can help them to make improvement much more rapidly. While data culled from sensors around a city could help planner make traffic flow more efficiency. The data will come in many different forms: voice request, video, temperature, or any other sensors reading, all of which can be minded for insight. As analyst and IDC notes, IoT metadata that it's a growing source of data and managed with leveraged metadata is a prime candidate to be fed with NoSQL database like MongoDB to bring a structure to unstructured content, or fed into cognitive system to bring new levels of understanding, intelligence, and other its outwardly random environments, it said. So in particular, that IoT will deliver large amount of real-time data. Cisco calculates that the machine-to-machine connection that suppose IoT application will amount more than half of the total 27.1 billion devices, and connection with amount of 5% of the global IP with 2021. So now let's talk about some careers, like how you can build your career in IoT security as a security researcher or analyst or anything, and like a bug hunter. So Microsoft recently has announced $1 lakh for their IoT program, and this is huge. This is really huge. In March last year, a group of hackers won a Tesla Model 3 and 35,000 US dollars, roughly 24.7 lakhs, for hacking into a system. They exposed a vulnerability in the vehicle system during the hacking competition named Pwn2Own. Now, what's Pwn2Own? It's a very interesting thing. Let's talk about it. Pwn2Own is a computer hacking contest held annually at CanWest Security Conference. First, it was held in 2007, I guess, and then it is happening twice a year, every year. Recently, in 2019, contestants are challenged to exploit widely used software and mobile devices with previously unknown vulnerabilities. Winners of the contest receive the device that they exploited and cash prize. The Pwn2Own contest serves that demonstrate the vulnerability of devices and software in widespread use, while providing a checkpoint on the process made in security since in previous years. Now look at some data which I have taken from Bugcrowd. As you can see here, year over year, we see significant increase of IoT vulnerability submission of 383.6%, and it's increasing day by day. The majority of the vulnerability submission fall in P3 level of critically just over 35%. Total payouts in quarter 1 2019 increased by 88.6% compared to quarter 1 2018. So this also shows that the IoT thing is increasing year by year, and the average payout of Q1 2019 was 2,318.6 US dollar per vulnerability, 78% year on year. So you know that you can earn good amount of money with IoT. The average payout for P1 is P1 in quarter 1 2019 is 8,556 8,555.56, which is higher than any other year combined. So that's the data I received from Bugcrowd, so I thought that I should share it with you guys. You can see more about the IoT and bug hunting on their websites. They have many manuals and like guides and something. So now that's it for today. This was my session. I hope you guys have learned something new here. If you have any doubt or something, you can contact me on my email address or on my social media handles. Thank you.